Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's the option play now to the left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson,
his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1st down, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
In motion left goes Cooks. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Osa Odighizuwa.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 16, Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, here we go. Let's just say it's been unusual.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
11 empty. 11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
11.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr., 29 yards.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play action now. Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. Following the interception, here's Prescott to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a loud...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throwing here, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide. No, we slide. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Old squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding